let me give you an example here. I'm going to get my chair here. I had a hard time getting up the steps as you did, brother. Peter, Jesus had just spoken to the 5,000 and then told them to leave, and they all left. And he tells Peter and the disciples, he says, take the boat, go across the lake, Gennesaret. Now, listen, it depends on where you read. One of them says to Gennesaret, another one says Bethany, and the other one says Capernaum. So you choose which one he told them to go to. But they got to go across the lake, friends, okay? And so they get in a boat, and it's getting a little cloudy out, and they start, he's the strongest one, he was rowing the boat. And so they start off, and they get halfway across the lake, and it's quite a distance. How many have seen it? How many have seen that lake? Yeah, I know some of you have. Okay, so he's rowing across the boat. He gets about halfway there, and the storm starts coming up, a little thunder off in there. And the other disciples, they start getting a little worried, And so here's Peter, he's rowing the boat looking back from where he came, right? And the other three disciples, they're in the front, looking for the shore, hoping to see the shore pretty soon, And Peter, he's rowing away, and all of a sudden, friends, he sees Jesus walking on the water. I mean, here he's walking on the water. And Peter thinks that, it's a ghost or something. And he gets a little closer. He starts getting a little worried. And Jesus yells, hey, don't worry, Peter. It's just me. Hey, wait up. He says, wait up. Yeah, now, Peter, he's kind of a bold guy. And the first thing he thinks is, man, would I like to do that? So he says to Jesus, he says, Master, bid that I come out to you. Now, Jesus knew exactly what he wanted, And so Jesus says, okay, come on out here. Well, Peter says, I'm going to try this. So he sticks one foot over the boat side. And it feels like it's going to hold me. So he takes the other foot and puts that out there. And I'm telling you, this guy is standing on the water there. He puts his foot in to make sure there ain't a stone underneath him, right? No, he's standing on the water. So he's still holding on to the boat. Now, you have to understand that, you've seen this. I'm looking at you, Well, this is, I'm thinking about you. I've got faith in you. That's what Peter's doing. Peter's going this way to Jesus. Hey. That's what he's doing, okay? And there he said, so he's got a hold of the boat, and he takes a step real gingerly, And he's still on the water. So he lets go of the boat. And there he is, standing there. Now that took faith, friends. Faith in Christ, that's all that is. And so he takes a step. And pretty soon, he said, hey, it's all right. And he said, hey, fellas, look at this, guys, look at this. And he walks out to where Jesus is. He's about 5 feet from him, see? And all of a sudden, a storm wind comes rushing by and scares him. And he looks at the wind and frightened of the wind. Now, guess what happens? The minute he thinks of and fears that wind, guess what happened to him? He sunk. Of course he did. He went down. Now what happens? He's in the water. Blub, blub, blub. He puts his hands up and says, Master, save me. Did you ever think here's a guy that's been fishing for 30 days and he never learned to swim? Save me! Save me! All it's showing is 2 hands above the water. Jesus grabs a hold of one of the hands. The minute Peter felt that hand, all of his faith come back. And he popped right back up out of the water. And the 2 of them walked back together into the boat. You see, the minute that Peter took his mind off of Christ and began to fear, he couldn't trust.